This dream is from the book Warning from God's Holy Prophets, Prophetesses, and Saints for the United States of America. May 13th, 1995. The Dream, Russia, and Nuclear War. Saturday evening at Ronhard Park, California. In the first part of the dream, I saw a dark submarine. In the second part of the dream, there was a good looking couple commanding a speeding train that was out of control. The train crashed, the good looking couple was crushed, and they died tragically. In the third scene of the dream, there was a man who was jumping over barrels, either being chased or chasing someone else. It looked like everything would turn out well, but he slipped and was crushed by the barrels. Interpretation. The night before I had this dream, I had gone to the movie Crimson Tide, which is about a potential nuclear war coming from a breakaway Russian republic and aimed at the United States. It was an exciting, intense movie with much realism, taking place on a U.S. nuclear submarine, but with a typical Hollywood ending, and they lived happily ever after. The first part of the dream, showing the dark submarine, was setting the stage for the truth that the Spirit of the Lord wanted to convey to me. The second scene of the dream reminded me of the Hollywood scenario for the movie Speed, which I never saw, but which I believe involved a good looking couple who commander an out of control bus and go through a series of near brushes with death, but always come out the victors. Boy gets girl, and they live happily ever after. But in the brief scenario of this dream, where God is the producer and director of the graphics, plot, beginning, and ending, this good looking couple end up being crushed and die tragically in the runaway train they were trying to commander. In the third scene of the dream, a man seems to be performing almost superhuman feats by chasing someone or being chased by someone while jumping over some barrels. Instead of triumphing in his agility, he slips and is tragically crushed by the barrels. Once again, the Spirit of the Lord is directing this dream, a spiritual movie directed by the Lord, and opening my eyes to a certain truth he wants to impart. God is threatening America with nuclear war, and Russia is one of the countries he has chosen to carry out this judgment. I felt led of the Lord to go to this movie in order to more realistically grasp the threats he has told me to preach to the American people. The point I believe God was trying to make through this dream is that his threatened destruction of America with a nuclear war and a land based military invasion will not have a Hollywood fantasy land ending as depicted in the movie Crimson Tide. This nation will come to a most tragic and pitiful end for ignoring his warnings through his prophets. America will be utterly and completely destroyed for her abominable behavior, much like Sodom and Gomorrah, was wiped from the face of the earth and remains only as a salt land where nothing lives or grows. On March 5th of 1993, Dmitry Duduman, a prophet from Romania, had a dream which is in agreement with the essential truth taught in this dream. I quote from his book on dreams and visions from God, pages 32 and 33, entitled The Hand That Wrote in the Sky. In my dream, it was as if my family and I were in a garden and we wanted to pick flowers. We were all looking around trying to see which flowers were the most beautiful. I looked toward the sky. As I looked at the sky, I saw the head and hand of a man. As I continued to look, I saw the hand beginning to write. Tell the people of America not to believe that the things I have said are fairy tales and untruths, that America will burn in one day in a nuclear war. The day of terror is fast approaching. It is close. I will not let one word that I have said go undone.